Thank you. So if in your toolkit, if you look at this page, which talks about the 4 propositions that Kara is taking a strong position on, you'll notice that 3 of the 4 have to do with housing. And so between them, they cover all aspects of housing. Prop 1 talks about building housing and supplying people with assistance for mortgage assistance and rent assistance. Prop 2 has to do with services within those housing that's built, and Prop 10 has to do with protecting housing and protecting its affordability. So 3 and 4 Kara's positions have to do with covering the whole spectrum of housing affordability. So vote yes on Prop 1. Prop 1 has to do with $4 billion of general obligation bonds for housing and for vet home loans. And I'm going to break down this $4 million. Billion, excuse me, thank you. $1 billion is for veteran home loans. Then there's $1.4 billion for loans for building or rehab or preservation of rental housing for those who are less than 60% of the area median income in their areas. Then there's $300 million each for grants and loans for farm worker housing, matching grants for local groups who can come up with new plans for affordable housing, and $150 million for loans for buying homes for low and moderate income. So you can see that it's all about affordable housing. It's for affordable housing construction, it's for mortgage loans and rental assistance for working people, and there's a special emphasis for vets. So this should create about 137,000 jobs in California. So that's not only involved in building these houses and staffing the support, but it also has to do with putting $23 billion more into the economy, and that in itself will create jobs. So why do we need affordable housing? 1 in 3 Californians can't afford their rents. Huge number of us are spending more than the 30% of our incomes that we're supposed to be able to get along with. A lot of us are spending more than 50% of our incomes. The gap between what people are paid and what people are expected to pay for rent is so great that people have these huge commutes from lower cost areas where they can afford to rent to areas where they work, which supply a modicum of income. When I used to work at San Francisco General, I had a friend in the supply department who lived in Modesto. That is a long commute. It's ridiculous. So California also has the largest proportion of unsheltered vets in the country, and huge numbers of seniors are couch surfing or doubling up, sleeping in their cars, or doubling or tripling up in order to be able to survive and have a home, have a roof over their head. So we need to have more money and more effort going into constructing housing and rental assistance, particularly for working and poor people and for vets. And that's what Prop 1 is all about.
Thank you, Michael. Now we will hear, yeah, give it up for Michael.